Restructuring entry-level employment in the AI era, beyond traditional apprenticeship models. Abstract. The integration of artificial intelligence into professional work environments is rapidly transforming entry-level employment, challenging traditional pathways into knowledge work. This article examines the limitations of conventional apprenticeship approaches in an AI-accelerated economy and proposes evidence-based alternatives for chief human resources officers, CHROs, and talent leaders. Drawing from research in organizational psychology, labor economics, and human capital development, it presents a framework for sustainable talent development that acknowledges both market realities and long-term workforce needs. The analysis reveals that while protecting entry-level positions solely for societal benefit is economically unsustainable, strategic redesign of junior roles with emphasis on AI-complementary skills can create genuine business value. Organizations that develop systematic approaches to developing AI-native talent may secure significant competitive advantages as the experienced talent pipeline contracts over the next decade. The rise of sophisticated artificial intelligence tools has created an existential threat to traditional entry-level knowledge work. While scholars like Amy Edmondson have correctly identified the urgency of this challenge, proposed solutions often face significant implementation barriers in profit-driven enterprises. Organizations are rapidly discovering that generative AI can perform many traditional entry-level tasks: data gathering, initial analysis, content drafting, and even basic problem-solving, with greater efficiency and consistency than human novices. Davenport and Ronanke. 2018. This transformation threatens the fundamental apprenticeship model that has traditionally underpinned professional development. Junior employees learn through performing basic tasks under supervision before advancing to more complex work. If AI can perform those foundational tasks more efficiently, the economic justification for hiring inexperienced talent weakens considerably. Yet simultaneously, this shift creates a looming crisis. If organizations eliminate entry-level positions entirely, where will tomorrow's experienced professionals come from? This article challenges several well-intentioned but potentially unsustainable approaches to preserving entry-level employment and proposes alternative frameworks that align economic incentives with long-term talent development needs in an AI-augmented workplace. The entry-level employment landscape. Defining the entry-level crisis in the AI era. The entry-level employment crisis refers to the systematic elimination of positions traditionally occupied by early career professionals as these roles become increasingly automated by artificial intelligence and related technologies. Unlike previous waves of automation that primarily affected routine manual labor, today's AI technologies target knowledge work tasks that have traditionally served as professional development opportunities for new graduates. Brynjolfsson and McAfee. 2014. The traditional apprenticeship model in professional contexts relied on a gradual progression from basic to complex tasks. Junior employees would begin by handling straightforward research, analysis, or content creation while observing more experienced colleagues tackle complex problems. This approach allowed organizations to extract immediate value from junior employees while simultaneously developing future talent. Advanced AI systems have disrupted this model by performing many of these foundational tasks with greater speed, consistency, and often quality than human novices. Large language models can draft documents, analyze data patterns, generate creative content, and even produce code, precisely the tasks once assigned to entry-level professionals. Asimoglu and Restrepo. 2019. Prevalence, drivers, and distribution. The impact of AI on entry-level positions varies substantially across industries and roles. Research by the McKinsey Global Institute, 2021, estimated that approximately 30% of tasks in 60% of occupations could be automated using current technologies, with entry-level knowledge work particularly vulnerable. Financial services, legal, marketing, software development. and journalism have experienced especially pronounced effects as these industries leverage AI to handle routine information processing and content generation. Several factors accelerate this transformation. Economic pressures. Organizations face continuous pressure to improve efficiency and reduce costs. Making AI automation financially attractive. Author. 2015. Technological accessibility. The democratization of AI tools through cloud-based services has dramatically lowered implementation barriers. Tomby et al. 2019. Capability acceleration. Recent advances in generative AI have rapidly expanded the range of knowledge work tasks that can be automated or augmented. Web. 2020. Pandemic-accelerated digital transformation. COVID-19 forced organizations to embrace remote work and digital processes, creating openings for AI adoption. Chernoff and Warman. 2020. Large enterprises have generally led AI adoption due to greater resources and scale advantages. But the proliferation of accessible AI tools is democratizing automation capabilities across organization sizes and sectors. Organizational and individual consequences of entry-level elimination. Organizational performance impacts. The elimination of entry-level positions creates immediate economic benefits but potentially severe long-term organizational consequences. Research by Capelli, 2008, found that organizations reducing internal development pipelines experienced higher recruitment costs for mid-level positions within 3 years as they increasingly relied on external hiring. Organizations also face several less quantifiable but equally significant impacts. Knowledge continuity risks. Eliminating entry-level positions disrupts organizational knowledge transfer systems, potentially creating institutional memory gaps. DeLong. 2004. Innovation limitations. Research demonstrates that teams incorporating both experienced and novice members generate more novel solutions to complex problems than teams composed exclusively of experienced professionals. Uzzi et al. 2013. Culture and identity dilution. Organizations that rely primarily on external mid-career hiring often experience greater challenges maintaining consistent cultural values and practices. Chapman. 1991. Mid-career talent scarcity. As more organizations eliminate entry-level positions, the pool of available experienced talent will inevitably contract, creating unsustainable competition for a diminishing resource pool. Individual and societal impacts for early career professionals. The consequences of entry-level position elimination extend far beyond immediate employment challenges. Career trajectory disruption. Without entry-level positions, graduates face significantly extended transitions into professional employment. Research by Khan, 2010, found that graduates entering the workforce during economic downturns experienced earnings penalties persisting for up to 15 years, a pattern likely to intensify if entry-level opportunities systematically contract. Skill development barriers. Professional skill acquisition typically combines formal education with practical application. Eliminating entry-level positions removes crucial experiential learning opportunities. Erort, 2004. Economic inequality amplification. Reduced entry-level opportunities disproportionately affect individuals without extensive professional networks or financial resources to pursue unpaid internships or extended education. Chetty et al. 2014. Geographical concentration. As opportunities for remote entry-level work diminish, economic opportunity increasingly concentrates in major urban centers, exacerbating regional inequality. Author, 2019. The combined effects create what economists term a coordination failure, while individual organizations may rationally reduce entry-level hiring. The collective result threatens the talent pipeline upon which all organizations ultimately depend. Evidence-based organizational responses. Strategic role redesign for genuine value creation rather than preserving traditional entry-level roles that AI can largely perform. Organizations can redesign junior positions to focus on distinctly human capabilities that complement AI systems. Research by Doherty and Wilson, 2018, found that organizations achieving the highest returns from AI implementation redesigned roles to emphasize tasks where humans excel: contextual understanding, creative problem framing, ethical judgment, and interpersonal influence. Effective approaches include context translators. Junior employees gather stakeholder perspectives and organizational context that AI systems lack, enhancing the relevance of AI-generated outputs. Edge case identifiers. Entry-level staff identify situations where standard AI approaches might fail or require modification. Human-AI collaboration specialists. Junior staff learn to craft effective prompts, evaluate AI outputs, and integrate AI capabilities into complex workflows. Leading financial services firms have redesigned aspects of their junior analyst programs to shift associates from producing standard financial models, now increasingly automated, toward conducting targeted stakeholder interviews and synthesizing qualitative insights that inform analyses. This approach retains entry-level hiring while focusing on distinctly human capabilities. Performance-based acceleration models. Organizations can replace time-based advancement with performance-based progression systems that reward the rapid development of AI-complementary skills. Research suggests that structured assessment of adaptability, critical thinking, and collaborative intelligence more effectively predicts long-term professional success than traditional experience measures. CHROs and Frank Uix. 2019. Effective approaches include capability-based advancement. Replace time in role requirements with demonstrated mastery of specific capabilities. Short cycle evaluation. Implement 30, 60, 90-day assessment points with clear performance metrics. Explicit value demonstration. Require juniors to quantify their contributions beyond what AI alone would produce. Professional services organizations have implemented accelerated advancement programs for early career consultants where new hires must demonstrate measurable value creation and present findings to leadership. Such programs have shown promise in identifying high-potential talent more effectively than traditional assessment methods while making entry-level hiring economically viable even as routine tasks become automated. Targeted skill investment programs. Organizations can develop specialized programs that rapidly build high-value complementary skills in junior talent. Research by Deming, 2017, found that roles combining technical and social skills have shown the greatest resilience to automation and the highest wage growth, suggesting specific development priorities. Effective approaches include human-AI collaboration training, structured development of prompt engineering, output evaluation, and workflow integration skills. Domain-specific AI application, training on industry-specific AI applications and limitations. Interdisciplinary problem framing, development of skills to translate complex business problems into formats addressable by AI systems. Technology companies have redesigned aspects of their entry-level development programs to focus on capabilities that enhance AI system effectiveness. New employees learn to identify AI application opportunities, refine data preparation processes, and develop measurement frameworks for AI outcomes, creating value that justifies continued entry-level hiring despite automation. Contract-based commitment structures. Organizations can address the apprenticeship investment problem through explicit commitment structures that align incentives between employers and junior talent. Research on training investments found that structured agreements specifying mutual obligations significantly increased employers' willingness to invest in development. Capelli. 2004. Effective approaches include fixed-term contracts, explicit commitment periods with defined developmental milestones, education loan forgiveness, graduated repayment of education costs tied to continued employment, completion bonuses, financial incentives for completing structured development programs. Professional services firms have implemented programs offering intensive skill development with required time commitments. Participants receive competitive compensation plus substantial technical training, with early departures triggering proportional repayment obligations. These structured approaches make entry-level development economically viable by ensuring organizations can recoup their investments. Building long-term AI-complementary talent systems, ecosystem-based talent development rather than viewing talent development as solely an internal function. Forward-thinking organizations are building broader ecosystem approaches that distribute development costs and benefits. Research demonstrates that industry consortiums for talent development created more sustainable pipelines than isolated organizational efforts. Kellogg et al. 2020. Technology platform companies have developed learning systems providing structured paths for prospective professionals. These ecosystem approaches create pre-qualified talent pools while distributing development costs across entire professional communities. By making early skill development broadly accessible, companies simultaneously address equity concerns while ensuring their customers and partners can find qualified professionals. Benioff and Langley. 2019. Complementary capability mapping. Organizations need systematic approaches to identifying which human capabilities will remain valuable alongside increasingly capable AI systems. Research by Fry and Osborne, 2017, on automation susceptibility can be inverted to identify tasks with persistent human advantage. Leading technology firms have established initiatives to map tasks where human-AI collaboration outperforms either humans or AI alone. This mapping directly informs both role design and development curricula. Research indicates that roles designed around identified complementarities show higher productivity and employee satisfaction than traditionally structured positions. Continuous learning infrastructure. Organizations must develop systems that support ongoing skill evolution as AI capabilities advance. Research demonstrates that organizations with established continuous learning systems adapted more effectively to technological disruption. Hemfredson and Yo. 2014. Creative technology companies have transformed aspects of their entry-level programs to normalize continuous skill evolution throughout careers. Some allocate significant work time to structured learning and provide personalized learning recommendations based on role requirements and individual aptitudes, creating sustainable development pathways even as AI capabilities rapidly evolve. Conclusion: the AI-driven transformation of entry-level work represents both a significant threat and opportunity for organizations and early career professionals. Traditional apprenticeship models are indeed breaking down as AI systems increasingly perform tasks once assigned to junior employees. However, organizations that respond by simply eliminating entry-level positions create severe long-term vulnerabilities in their talent pipelines. The evidence suggests that sustainable approaches must balance immediate economic pressures with long-term talent development needs. By redesigning junior roles to emphasize uniquely human capabilities, implementing performance-based advancement systems, investing in AI-complementary skills, and creating explicit commitment structures, organizations can maintain crucial talent development pipelines while meeting financial imperatives. The most forward-thinking organizations recognize that within 3 to 5 years, competition for experienced professionals who can effectively leverage AI will become unsustainable. Those investing now in developing AI-native junior talent, professionals who understand both the capabilities and limitations of AI systems from career inception, will secure significant competitive advantages as the overall talent pool contracts. For CHROs and talent leaders, the imperative is clear: don't preserve traditional entry-level roles, but don't eliminate entry-level hiring. Instead, fundamentally reimagine junior positions for an AI-augmented workplace where human value creation takes new forms requiring different capabilities, assessment methods, and development approaches.